Students of class 9. So today I'm going to discuss the next topic, and I will start with the theorem. So this is theorem 7.2. As you can see, what is written in this theorem? See, angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. So you know what are isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle is a triangle in which two sides are equal. Okay, so two sides are equal length. So here we have to prove that angles opposite to the equal side, that means this is equal side, okay, AB is equal to AC. So opposite angle of AB side is angle C and opposite side of AC is angle B. So these two angles are equal, here we have to prove. So like already I have discussed that whenever there is a theorem or there is a question, first of all you have to write given. Okay, in geometry question you have to write first given. So here it is given that APC is a triangle with AB is equal to AC. Next we have to prove that angle B is equal to angle C, that means this angle is equal to this angle. So for this we have to do construction. So what construction we have to do? See, let us draw the bisector of angle A. So this is angle A, okay, this is angle A. So here from this we will draw a bisector. So bisector means which divides the angle into two equal parts. So this angle and this angle are equal. That means if we name this point as D, so angle BAD will be equal to angle CAD. Okay, so these two angles will be equal. So let us draw the bisector of angle A and let D be the point of intersection of this bisector angle A, okay, to BC. So you have to write here to BC. So that means AD is a line which is dropped on the side BC. Okay, so here let us start the proof. So in proof, see what we have to take. We have to take two triangles, triangle BAD and triangle CAD. So in these two triangles, what are same? See, AB is equal to AC because it is given. Then angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. We have constructed this. So by our construction, we can write these two angles are equal. Okay, this angle is equal to this angle. And last, we can say that AD is the common side. That means AD is common to both the triangle. Okay, you can see here in this triangle also AD is written, here also AD is written. That means AD is the common side. Therefore, we can say triangle BAD is congruent to triangle CAD. So by which criteria? See, it will be congruent. This is side and this one angle is equal to the corresponding angle of the other triangle, that means this angle, and this side is common. Okay, so by side, angle, side, by SAS congruence rule, two triangles will be congruent. So hence we can write that angle ABD will be equal to angle ACD, that means this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay, so here we can write by CPCT. You know CPCT is corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So already triangles are congruent, we have proved. Therefore we can say that the angles are also equal. So angle ABD can be written as angle B and angle ACD is written as angle C. So this is the theorem. This is the important theorem. Okay, so try to do practice on this theorem. Okay, so next is the converse of this theorem. So what is in converse? Converse means if in a triangle two angles are equal. Okay, converse means opposite of this. So here what is given, that will be our to proof and our to proof will be our given. So in the converse of the theorem, that is you will get this theorem in the book, that is 7.3 theorem. So you can see the statement is the sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. So the meaning of that theorem is, if in a triangle angles are given as equal, then we can say that the opposite sides of that angle will be equal. That means we can prove that the triangle is isosceles. So when we can prove the triangle is isosceles, if the angles are equal. Okay, if the two angles of a triangle are equal, then the opposite sides of the angle will be equal, and hence we can say that two sides are equal, therefore the triangle is isosceles. Okay, so students, try to go through that theorem. The proof will not come in your exam, but the statement you can see in the book, it is written, you can see here 7.3, the sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. Okay, so we will use this theorem while doing questions. So let us do the questions. So I am starting with question number 1 from exercise 7.2. Here a triangle is given ABC, where AB is equal to AC and BO and CO are the bisectors of angle B and angle C. That means BO divides angle B into two equal parts. That means this angle will be equal to this angle. And similarly CO divides the angle C into equal parts. That means again this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay. So here you can see already AB is equal to AC. That means these sides are equal. That means we can say that this is an isosceles triangle, and by our theorem 7.2 we can say that opposite angle to this side, that is C, and opposite angle of the side AC, that is angle B, will be equal, same. So if angle B is equal to angle C, then half of angle B and half of angle C will be also equal. That means this small part will be equal to this small part. Similarly, this one will be equal to this small part. Okay. So what we have to prove? See, we have to prove that OB is equal to OC and AO bisects angle O. So this side, this line, okay, this line divides the angle A into two equal parts. We have to prove in number 2. So let us prove first number. So it is given that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Okay. So in a triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC. That is, it is an isosceles triangle, so we can write AB is equal to AC. Okay. So now we can write angle ACB, that means angle C is equal to angle ABC, that means angle B. Because angles opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal. Already sides are equal. That means by theorem 7.2 we can say that opposite angle to the equal sides are also equal. So from this the angles will be equal. So this is by theorem 7.2. Okay. So next we can say that, see, if 60 degree is equal to 60 degree, then half of 60 degree will be also equal to half of 60 degree. So that part only I have written in next step. That is, half of angle ACB will be equal to half of angle ABC. So what is half of angle ACB? You can see half of angle ACB, we can write it as this angle. Okay. I can write this one also, but I want this one. Okay. So we will write half of angle ACB as angle OCB. Okay. This angle is what? This one. Okay. This is angle OCB. Similarly, half of angle ABC will be what? This will be angle OBC. That means this one. Okay. So this, in this triangle, you can see in triangle OBC, we can say that this small angle is equal to this small angle. So if angles are same, angles are equal, then sides opposite to equal angles, that means OB and OC, they are also equal. So here you can see, therefore OB is equal to OC. This is by what? This is by theorem 7.3, that is the converse of 7.2. So sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. Okay, you have to write the reason. So therefore 1 is proved. Now we'll prove number 2. So in number 2, for number 2 we will take the triangle, that is triangle OAB and triangle OAC. Okay. So in these two triangles we can say that this side is equal to this side. This OB is equal to OC, already we have proved in number 1. And last is this AO is common side to both the triangles. Okay. So I have written that part only. So therefore we can say that this triangle is congruent to this triangle CAO. Okay, this both the triangle are congruent. So these are congruent, therefore by CPCT we can say that angle BAO, that means this angle, will be equal to angle CAO, that means this angle. Okay, so this is by what? CPCT. Therefore we can say if the angles are equal, that means AO divides the angle A. So AO divides angle A. Okay, so try to do this one. Okay, so next question. So next is question number 2C. Triangle is given ABC. In this triangle, AD is the perpendicular bisector of BC. This is already given in the question, so you can write the given part from the question itself. So what we have to prove? We have to prove that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. That means we have to prove that AB is equal to AC. So AB is equal to AC is not given. So what is given? AD is the perpendicular bisector. So here you have to see the two things. So one is perpendicular, that means 90 degree, and what is the next one? Bisector. The meaning of bisector is it divides, that means AD divides BC into two equal parts, that means BD will be equal to what? DC. Okay, this is given. So the meaning of bisector is AD divides the side BC into two equal parts, and perpendicular means this is 90 degree. Okay, so here you can see I have taken what? The two triangles, that is ABD and triangle ACD. So triangle ABD and triangle ACD. So in these two triangles, AD is the common side to both the triangles. Okay, so this is the common side. Next, angle ADB. ADB means this angle. If this is 90, then this will be also 90 degree, because the straight line makes an angle 180 degree. Okay, so angle ADB is equal to angle ADC is equal to each 90 degree. Okay, next BD is equal to DC. Okay, or you can say CD. So this is already given, that is AD is the perpendicular bisector of BC. Okay, so see, in this triangle C, by which criteria the two triangles are congruent? So you can say, you can see the C1 triangle, side, angle, side. Angle is included between two sides. So by SAS congruence rule, we can say the triangles are congruent. Therefore AB is equal to AC. This is by what? CPCT. So if two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding parts, that is we want AB and AC, so we will write AB is equal to AC. So triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB is equal to AC. Okay. So next I am going to do the next question, that is 4C. Students, if you practice, then you will find the geometry part very simple, but you have to practice, you have to follow the steps, you have to remember the theorem. Okay, so triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which BE is equal to CF. They are equal altitudes. The meaning of altitudes is 90 degree. Okay, so ABC is a triangle in which B and CF are equal altitudes to the side AC and AB respectively. Okay, so BE is altitude. Altitude means it makes 90 degree. Okay, to the side AC, that means BE is perpendicular to AC. Similarly, CF is perpendicular to AB. Okay, and the two altitudes are equal in length. That means BE is equal to CF. Okay, so what we have to prove? See, to prove triangle AB is congruent to triangle ACF. So AB is this triangle and ACF is this triangle. Okay, so we have to prove that two triangles are congruent, and second we have to prove AB is an isosceles triangle. So we will take the two triangles which we have to prove in one. So we will take that triangle in triangle ABE and triangle ACF. So in these two triangles, first of all, angle AEB. So angle AEB is this one. This is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Similarly, AFC. AFC is this one. This is AFC. This is equal to 90. Okay. So each angle 90 degree. So we can say that the two angles are equal. Okay. Next, you can see here, I am drawing the diagram again. So this is the first triangle and this is the another triangle, you can say. So here angle A is common in both the triangle, you can see from this diagram. Okay, so in both the diagram you can say that, you can see that this one is 90 degree, this is 90, this angle is same, and last B is equal to CF. Already it is given that altitudes are equal. Okay, so you can now check in one triangle, just see by which criteria the triangle are congruent. So you have to check only one triangle. So in this triangle you can see that this angle and this side, that means AAS. Okay, so by AAS congruence rule, the two triangles are congruent. Therefore we can say that AB is equal to AC by CPCT. Okay, so already the triangle are congruent, that means the opposite sides, okay, opposite sides will be also equal by CPCT. So therefore we can say that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. So hence 1 and 2 are proved altogether. Okay. So see students, next question I am doing question number 6. Okay. So this is the last question I am doing. Please try to do the remaining question. Okay. So if you find difficulty, you can ask me. Okay. So see here what is given. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB is equal to AC. So this triangle is isosceles. That means AB is equal to AC. Okay. This is given. Next again, triangle ADC is also an isosceles triangle because In that triangle also, this side is equal to this side. It is given. AD is equal to AB. Sorry, AD is equal to AB. See this one. Why I am telling this triangle is isosceles? Because it is given that AD is equal to AB. But already given that AB is equal to AC. That means we can say that AB is equal to AC is equal to AD. Okay. If these are equal and this is equal to this, that means what? All the three sides will be equal. Okay. So what we have to prove? Angle BCD is a right angle. So angle BCD is this full angle. This is a right angle. We have to prove. So see the proof. This is very simple. First of all, we will take this triangle. So triangle ABC. So in triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC. These two sides are equal. Already it is given. So we can write angle ABC, that means this angle will be equal to angle ACB. Okay. This is by theorem 7.2. See here, I have written like this, but don't write like this. You have to write the statement. And what was the statement? Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay. So you have to write this one. So we can say angle ABC is equal to angle ACB, and we have taken it as X. So this angle is X and this angle is X. Okay. So next part is C. Similarly, I am taking triangle ADC. In that, AC is equal to AD. It is already given. Okay. So we can say that angle opposite to this one, this side, that is angle this will be equal to angle ADC. That means this one. Again, this is by theorem 7.2. Same. Okay. So next, what we are taking this angle as Y. We are taking this angle also as Y. So now we will do what? We will take the full triangle BDC. So what we can write in triangle BDC? We can write angle B plus angle D plus angle C. Full angle C will be equal to what? 180 degree. Because we know the angle sum property. According to angle sum property, sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Okay. So angle B will be same angle B. Okay. Angle D will be same angle D. And see, in angle C, we can break into two parts. We don't know they are equal or not, but we can break into two parts and we can write it as angle ACB, this angle, that is X, and plus we can write angle ACD. Okay, this one. So what I have written, in place of angle C, I have divided into two parts. I have written angle ACB plus angle ACD. Okay. So now I will put what I have taken. So angle B I have taken X. So X, angle D as Y, angle ACB as X, angle ACD as Y. So this is equal to 180 degree. So by taking the like terms, we can write X plus X as 2X plus Y will be 2Y is equal to 180 degree. So next, when we take 2 common, so X plus Y will be 180 degree. So next, 2 when we transfer 2 to that side, it will get divided. So this will become 90 degree. So X in place of X. So see what we will get, X plus Y is equal to 90 degree. So what is X plus Y? This is also X plus Y, but here see, this is X plus Y. This is also X plus Y. So we want this one. Okay, we want C angle, because we want to prove that angle C is equal to 90 degree. The meaning of angle BCD is a right angle is angle C is equal to 90. So here we got angle angle X plus Y. So what we put in place of angle X is angle ACB. So ACB, and in place of angle Y we can put angle ACD, which is equal to 90 degree. Okay. So by adding this one, we will get angle C. So angle C is equal to 90. So angle C can be written as angle BCD. Okay. So angle BCD is a right angle. Finally, we have proved. Okay. So students, please try to do the remaining question. Okay. The geometry question are proof. Okay. All the questions are proof. So please try to do all the proofs. Okay. In a systematic way. Okay. So thank you.